Welcome back. This is Wealth Principle 1. Think a Million. The 52 wealth principles were not random. These are wealth principles that were discovered through all the different books, all the different trainings, all the different philosophies that I had experienced. I've read over 300 books on success, wealth building, personal development, and real estate and business. And what I discovered was that every time I read a book, that book was worth one principle. There was about one principle that the entire book was built around. In fact, my business partner was the first one to have highlighted this concept to me. And so what we discovered is every single book was about one principle, and you can distill it down. So the wealth principles are important. We tackle them 1 week at a time. We tackle each wealth principle 1 week at a time for a reason, because you can only focus on one thing at a time. That's another wealth principle for further down the road. But one thing in your business each week, if tackled appropriately, if measured, sized up, and attacked aggressively, the next week you won't have to do it. It comes with thinking one thought, and that's a million. Faster, because making a million is relative to speed, relative to time. If somebody takes 40 years to make $1 million, you know what we call them? The answer is normal. Everybody will make $1 million over 40 years. You just got to show up long enough. There are already people on this planet making that income. Step one is think a million. It could be $1 million in equity in a business. It could be $1 million of purchased assets or $1 million business. It could be $1 million in the bank. It could be $1 million in a brokerage account. It could be $1 million of crypto. You can do an exercise. Think of the first million. Imagine if first all you had to do was buy $1 million or build $1 million real estate business or any kind of business. And then get equity in that business, increase the value of the already existing business, and then increase that business to the point where it actually earns $1 million. That can take a few years. That's a process. It's no longer trying to jump from, I want to go to space, to suddenly owning a spaceship and going. It's build a team, get the money, build the spaceship, then go. In order to get to the moon, you've got to build the apparatus, and the apparatus is your business. The team is what builds the business. So you first are acquiring a team. The only way to get these people is to first be thinking on the $1 million level. The only way to acquire and bring about and attract a team is you've got to think $1 million. So the first thing you think about when you think of $1 million, write down the first emotion you have. When you think of earning $1 million, the first emotion that comes to your mind. And if it's negative, don't worry about it. We're not judging. We're gonna fix it anyway. And if it's positive, cool. High fives. Very common, feels nice, freedom, doable, excitement, security, happiness, excitement, fear, gratitude, accomplishment, beach, relief, tense. This is all real. We all have different thoughts and different feelings, some more dangerous than others. It is as simple as, I know that this is going to happen for me and I will do whatever it takes to get there. As long as it's legal, moral, and ethical. Make sure I always say that. The one day I don't say it, somebody's like, well, he told me to do whatever it takes. As long as it's legal, moral, and ethical. Supporting each other. So if you find somebody has a better mindset than you, do not do what a normal person does. A normal person will feel smaller next to that person. Right? When somebody else, like, oh my God, they got bigger goals than me, like, the normal person will feel smaller next to them. You're an alchemist. Think outside the box. When you see somebody with a bigger goal or a more positive frame of thought, adapt it. Say, thank you for sharing. I'm going to use that now. Because all that does is inspire the person who said it to use it more often. Ladies and gentlemen, the hard work is changing this. The only hard work is finding yourself people who you want to see do so well that you're willing to train them, that you're willing to bring them in on your deal, that you're willing to bring them in on your business that you're building. That's the hard work. The hard work is opening yourself to the potential that somebody could let you down, but also committing to that person so hard that you know they never would. The hard work really is building your team. The hard work really is supporting the people around you. It's very specific. Building a team of 100 millionaires. We have a very specific strategy around it. Surrounding yourself with a client base of 100 millionaires guarantees your success. Simple enough to understand, yes? Thank you guys for believing in yourselves. We're gonna kick ass this year. Cheers to your success when you have a choice.
Always work with the best.
Work with the best.